Welcome, everybody, to Pasadena and the majestic Rose Bowl, one of the unique settings in all of sport. This year's Rose Bowl, presented by Prudential, is a crucial part of the college football playoff. We've reached the semifinal stage, one last hurdle to clear before the national championship game. We'll find out here today which side has the toughness and the depth to keep driving toward that ultimate goal, the chance to raise that gold trophy over their heads. As we'll see the number 3 seed in this playoff, the Michigan Wolverines, taking on the number 10 seed in the playoff, the Penn State Nittany Lions. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler, joined by Kirk Herbstreit. It's been a tremendous college football playoff so far, and it's down to this, the semifinals. Which team will head on to the national championship game? Kickoff team out there. We are about to get cranked up with a semifinal collision. He's going to bring this out a few yards deep in the end zone. And they stop him short of the 25 there. Offense begins at the 22. Line getting set up. It's a first down play. Quarterback making adjustments down to what the defense is showing. Keeping it on the ground here. The gain is 3 yards, so 2nd and 7.
Chris, you know, the spread era over the years has always grown offensively, but I've been always impressed with the defenses that really build their defense to play in space, still have an ability to be sound at the line of scrimmage and defend a running game. It's exactly what we saw right there.
Quarterback wants to throw it on 2nd down. Looks over the middle and that's complete. They'll stop him at the 34. That will be a first down.
Well, the defense loads up to show blitz, and anytime they bring that kind of pressure, the quarterback knows he's got to be able to get the ball out of his hands quickly. Nice job of locating the tight end for that first down.
Fights through a tackle. Tackle made after a solid run by the junior.
Boy, great job up front here getting this first down by this Penn State offense. Great combination over the years that we've seen in State College. The ability to run the football with an offensive line that can get that push and a big physical back to be able to pick up those yards to get those first downs.
And the Nittany Lions will line up on 1st and 10. There's the snap. Quarterback setting up to throw. And it's caught. Touchdown, Nittany Lions. Come out in the playoff game, Kirk. No signs of rust for the offense immediately.
Yeah, no jitters at all. After the layoff, I wondered how they might be able to come out and communicate and actually just the rhythm to the offense. But they did not hesitate. They set the tone early. Now they got themselves a lead.
PAT makes it 7-0. Now the kickoff team is out on the field. And he's going to bring this out from a couple yards deep in the end zone. Tackled at the 14. Not very good field position to start here. First down play call coming up. How aggressive will it be? They'll run it here. And he's brought down after a short gain. Does not make the first down yardage. And the Wolverines will hustle to the line to crank the tempo. Defense trying to jam these receivers at the line. On the run here, lets it go. The sure hands. It's Punga. And he's brought down, but he does have enough for the first down.
Quarterback sees that this defense is dropping way back in zone coverage, so he does the right thing. Gets it underneath to that drag route and picks up a first down.
You set it down to the offense. 1st and 10. They'll run it to the left. Nowhere to run. A corralling for no gain.
Well, Well, the defensive line does their job eating up those double teams, freeing up the backers to make the play.
Important second down play coming up. Receiver in motion now. Quarterback looking to throw it on second down. He's on the run. Launches deep. That deep shot is caught for a big gain. It's a big gain across midfield all the way to the 39-yard line.
That is great arm strength and accuracy by this quarterback. Let's not forget the wide receiver's job of bringing it in for that big gain.
They'll try the ground game here with the running back. Finding some room with the 25. And he's in the clear down the right side. End zone ahead. No stopping him. Takes it all the way. Touchdown, Michigan. Planning up to try the extra point. And the PAT is good. Now they get set to kick it away. He's going to bring it out of the end zone from a couple yards deep. Tackled at the 13. Now great field position to start the drive. And the Penn State offense comes back on the field. They punched it in the last possession. Can they do it again, or will this defense make some adjustments to get a stop? And heads out of bounds after a decent game. Big guys up front lined up. It's first down.
I love how this quarterback is finding this slot receiver. Not only is he tough to hit,
And that pass rush has trapped him. It's a sack.
a really good job by this defense. The quarterback looked to be trying to work through his progressions to find his open receiver, but before he knew it, he's on his back.
They look to throw it here on second down. Nowhere to go here, and the ball is knocked loose.
Well, just like running backs, quarterbacks have got to do a better job of having awareness and taking care of the football. I felt like he got the ball away from his body there a little bit, allowing it to be knocked free. He caught a break because one of his own teammates was able to see that and get on top of the ball.
So bad plays on first and second down puts him in a tough spot here. Third and very long. There's the snap, and he's looking to throw. Grab down the middle. It's sharp. He stopped short of the marker, so it's fourth down now.
Boy, another positive game for this offense, and this quarterback continues to show how dangerous he is when he has time to throw. The defensive coordinator's got to change up his looks, maybe bring in the blitz, anything they can do to get this quarterback out of this rhythm.
The coverage team able to bring the returner to the ground. And the Wolverines offense is back on the field. Remember last time they scored a touchdown. Can they keep clicking here, or the defense come up with a stop? And now the handoff. Breaks loose at the 40. Tackle is finally made, but an explosive gain. They'll move it down to the 23-yard line. The Wolverines come to the line looking to crank up the tempo. They trust the left side of that offensive line and come up with a huge play on the ground.
Yeah, your favorite, Chris, there. The old pin and pull there, the left side. Great blocking on the left side.
Got space, looking to score. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Wolverines. But they'll try to add to the lead now with the PAT. The PAT is good. They go up a touchdown, 14-7. Getting set to kick the ball off now. And from deep in the end zone, he'll bring it out. They tackle him at the 8. Good coverage there. Bad decision to bring it out. And the Nittany Lions offense retakes the field. They were forced to punt it away last time, so let's see if they can get clicking in this possession. Pressure is coming. He's going to take off. And he'll step out of bounds after a solid gain on that run.
I love that this guy's not willing to just give up on plays. You know, he's got enough athletic ability to give you some positive yards in the run game, and he's able to do that right here.
What's the play call here on second down for this offense? Will hand it off. He picks up the first down, but gets drilled on the tackle. A running play gives the offense a fresh set of downs. On first down, they'll keep their running game churning. A quick juke to get free. The tackle's made, but not before he makes the 43-yard line. This drive is going now.
Nothing better than an offense on first down to be able to pick up big positive yards like that. You can either keep giving it to the back, or it can set up play action and get the defense to come up to the line of scrimmage, and you can throw it over top of it.
Take it now, but not before he makes the first down.
Boy, how about that play, Chris? That thing just opened up. The back shot through there with great acceleration. What a pickup there on first down.
The Nittany Lions lining up here on 1st and 10. Offense looking to throw the ball. Receiver looks it in. It's complete. They bring him down to the 27. This offense really threatening now. The Nittany Lions will come to the line to run the hurry-up.
Chris, that's another positive game for this offense, and this quarterback continues to show why he's had such a great year this year. When he has time to throw, he gets his feet set. He's as accurate as any quarterback in the country.
So second down after the incompletion. There's the snap. They'll set up to throw. Lets it go quickly. That's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact. No flag. Brings up third down. Not going to be easy here. Backed up a long way to go for a first down. Drops back, needing a third down completion here. Catch made on the right side. That's a big gain. Forced out of bounds, but a nice gain there. And the offense will have a 1st and goal. And the Nittany Lions looking to cap the drive here. It's 1st and goal. From the shotgun, drops back. Makes it across the goal line. Touchdown, Penn State. Well, this college football playoff game is all tied up. And Kirk, it's beginning to feel a little bit like a shootout.
Yeah, it is. It's a battle of the offenses. Both these teams right now executing flawlessly, and they're doing so with such high stakes, answering one score with another. Neither team is backing up 1 inch.
Point after, up and good. Kickoff team on the field getting set now. And the return starts just inside the end zone. Tackled at the 14. Not very good field position to start here. And the Michigan offense comes back out on the field. A little bit of my turn, your turn in the early going here. Both offenses scoring touchdowns the last possession. Play action here on first down. Here's a shot toward the right sideline. Downfield shot falls incomplete. Couldn't quite connect there.
Well, the offense coordinator with the right call, trying to take a shot there, but just poor execution. They couldn't come up with a big play. Let's see if the coach tries it again later, or maybe in the second half.
The back's got it. The pickup is 6 yards, so third down and 4 now. Offense coming to the line. They might might have a chance for a couple more plays before we reach the end of the quarter. A big play here after the break. Offense trying to convert here on third down. Here's the option play. Running with purpose. Fighting for yardage, but the defense stops him just short of that first down marker.
Well, anytime you use your quarterback as a runner, the goal is obviously to hit some big plays. You've got to be careful of letting your quarterback take too many big hits. Not only can he get tired, he can also start to fumble the football.
And the returner brought down by the coverage team. And the Penn State offense is back out on the field. On that last touchdown drive, they just pounded away with the ground game. Let's see if that formula works again. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And he's going to float this one to the right side. Pass ball is incomplete, but there was heavy contact, and here comes the penalty flag.
Man, playing defensive back has got to be the toughest job out there right now in college football. You get isolated on islands against these freaky, talented receivers. It's hard enough to be able to stay up with them and try to make a play on the ball, and often you end up bumping them downfield, and you get a call like this.
Hit as he releases it, and the pass ball is incomplete.
Well, sometimes an answer for an offensive coordinator against a good pass rush is to move the launching point, move the quarterback from one spot to another to affect the rhythm of the pass rush. That's not having any kind of impact at all on this defense. They're getting after this quarterback.
Oh, and he's in the clear now. It's a foot race. And a huge gain before he's forced out of bounds. Big yardage to set up a fresh set of downs.
Well, this is what you see all over college football and even up, obviously, in the NFL. These tight ends are really recruited as big receivers, and they can get one-on-one matchups, and they've got speed after the catch. This is a short throw. You can see what he does after the catch, and he is a tough matchup for whether it's a safety, a nickel, or a linebacker.
And he'll loft it to the end zone. Intercepted in the end zone. So a great return following the pick. They're finally able to get him down.
When you get this close to the end zone, you've got to be able to come away with points, at the very least, a field goal. They've got to be scratching their heads and hoping that in the second half, this play right here doesn't come back to bite them.
They'll hand it off. Runs through the defender. They'll tackle him at the 27. The Wolverines looking to use the up-tempo offense here.
Because I just love to see this offensive line and this running game able to establish themselves. This back is already over 50 yards in the first half. So really good job of establishing the run game. Opens up the play action. Opens up one-on-one opportunities. Just keep winning the battle up front.
That run, good for a first down. The offense still rolling. Quarterback looking to connect with the receiver here. And here comes a deep shot. Tried to press the ball deep, but it's incomplete. Offense facing a 2nd and 10.
Well, it's an incompletion here. I bet this secondary is going to play a little bit deeper just to make sure they don't get hit on any deep throws later in this game.
Quarterback looking to pass here on 2nd down. He pulls it in for a big gain. Oh, and nothing but green grass ahead. Takes it all the way to the house. Touchdown, Michigan. And they get set now to try the PAT. PAT puts them in front by 7. Here's the kickoff team now, set to boot this one away. He's going to return it from deep in the end zone. He's tackled at the 10. Not good field position to start the drive. And the Penn State offense comes back on the field. The last possession ended in a dreaded red zone interception. Let's see if they can bounce back from that costly error. They bring him down quickly, a short pitch and catch to get a little bit closer to the marker.
This is an example of a quarterback and his offense just taking what the defense gives you. Not a huge play, but positive yards. The defense wants to give that throw to you. You take it, get the ball to your receiver, stay ahead of the sticks.
Gonna run it. It's Wade. Breaking free at the 35. Oh, and he breaks free. It's a foot race. Inside the 10. They could not stop him. He's in. Touchdown, Nittany Lions.
Oh, my. What a great play call here by the offensive coordinator. The running back received some great blocking up front and just took off with it, carving up this defense all the way to the end zone.
And the extra point was up and good. The PAT ties the game here in the second quarter now. Ball knocked loose in the end zone. Here's a scrum. Who's got it? And he will score. Touchdown, Penn State. And now here comes the point after attempt. So with the PAT, they take a 7-point lead, 28-21. Kickoff team is on the field. Let's see if they give the returner a chance to bring this one back. He'll bring it out from his end zone. Tackled at the 14. Not very good field position to start here. And the Michigan offense back out on the field. We have a shootout developing here. Each offense scoring a touchdown in their last possession. Here comes a handoff. The gain is 4, so it's 2nd and 6.
Chris, it's the consistency of this back is giving this defense fits. They've got to come up with some changes up front. This guy's already over 50 yards, and if he keeps running the way he is, not only is he having a great day, but it's going to give this quarterback a chance to...
And looking for a big play here. Caught way downfield for a huge gain. And he busts loose right down the middle. It's a foot race. And he takes it all the way to the end zone. Touchdown, Wolverines. Well, a touchdown to a wide open man. What in the world was going on the defensive side of that play?
What was the defense thinking here? You can't let a player roam free like that. They just completely forgot about him and gifted him a touchdown.
And from deep in the end zone, he'll bring it out. Makes it to the 16. That's good coverage there. And the Nittany Lions offense retakes the field. A little bit of my turn, your turn so far in the early going. Both offenses scoring touchdowns in their last possessions. It's a sack. They trap him inside the 5.
Well, how about the push up front by the big fellas here? And when you can get pressure like this, that's what separates good defenses from great defenses. And you think back to the Michigan teams, when they've been exceptional, they've had defensive line play just like that.
And that run produces a decent gain.
This is a good, solid game. 5 or 6 yards. Love to see that from the running game.
Well, a serious challenge for this offense. You don't want to be in 3rd and long inside your own 20. How much of a risk will they take to try to pick up this first down? Quarterback drops back from the shotgun, looking for a receiver. Could not get there on the scramble, short of the marker, and now a 4th down decision coming up.
Man, nothing is more aggravating for a defensive coordinator than this right here. You've got him. You got a chance to make a play on him, take him out of his rhythm, but instead, this guy gets away from that pressure, tucks it, and picks up some big yards.
Quick throw on 4th down to the left side. They've got him, but he easily makes the 1st down, and this drive keeps going.
Another great play by this receiver. And I tell you, the offense coordinator is doing a nice job of moving him around. The defense knew coming into this game how tough he'd be to stop, but the way they're utilizing him is making it very challenging to be able to create the matchups that the defense wants.
The Nittany Lions begin a new series here, 1st and 10. From the shotgun, he's probing the secondary. Finds a man downfield. That's a big gain to the right. And a big gain before he goes out of bounds. The offense keeps churning, gets a fresh set of downs. The drive stays alive with that 1st down completion. Receiver makes the catch. Tackle, but 1st down.
This receiver has just that combination of speed and natural ball skill ability to be able to come up with play after play. Already over 50 yards here in this 1st half.
1st down. They're going to throw the football. Here's a screen pass to the running back. They finally get him down, but a solid gain on that screen pass. Good call there. The Nittany Lions hustle to the line to run the hurry up. From inside the red zone, they're looking to throw. He's moving out of the pocket now. And the senior making a disruptive impact play.
Well, this sack is on the quarterback, in my opinion. Anytime you call a screen, you've got to be aware that that pass rush is coming in. Bait them towards you and go over top. This time, he's unaware of how quickly they're going to come in.
We'll see if the offense can overcome that sack. 2nd and long. He's escaping the pocket now. That's a strong run. They finally tackle him down at the 4.
Well, this offense was looking for a big play, and I think this quarterback's eyes lit up when he realized there's nobody in front of him. He takes off and goes a long way. Not only does he pick up a 1st down, but a big gain to boot.
And the Nittany Lions line up with a 1st and goal. 1st and goal, handoff. Muscles across the goal line. Touchdown, Nittany Lions. So with thorough pressure, Kirk, the offense executes a long, grinding, methodical drive.
You know, the thing I've loved about this offense all year long is their ability to either hit the big play or not have to rely on that. Like this, they're able to sustain a drive and still come up with points and get a touchdown.
Kickoff team has come on the field now to send this one away. And he takes this from inside the 5. He'll be tackled at the 17. Strong job by the coverage team. And the Wolverines offense is back on the field. If they want to cut into this lead before halftime, they have to work quickly now. First play of the drive, they're going to throw the football. And he's got it. Breaks loose at the 40. Eventually taken down, but how about the spin move that earned him 1st down yardage? And a timeout is called to talk strategy. Close game here as we approach halftime. Nice play to start the drive. They're near midfield here for 1st and 10. Here's the snap. Quarterback looking to throw. It's caught downfield. They finally get him down, but an explosive play. The offense in business now at the 24. Offense tops the clock with their 2nd timeout to talk strategy. The offense is clicking, and the defense just searching for answers now. On 1st and 10, they'll look to throw it. There's a shot toward the end zone. And he's got it. Touchdown, Michigan. And they'll set up for the PAT. And it's good. So after the touchdown, here's the kickoff, and we'll see if the opposing offense has time to answer before halftime. And he'll take off from deep in the end zone. Tackle at the 13. Not great field position to start the drive. And the Penn State offense is back out on the field. The last drive, the passing game. moved him right down the field. And the defense make adjustments. And the receiver snags it. It's complete. Brought down at the 28, and it's good enough for a first down. The Nittany Lions will crank up the tempo. On 1st and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. He's going to take off here. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain, more than enough to pick up a first down.
This is why I love the quarterbacks that can make things happen. Here you have an opportunity to try to create. Nothing's there. Play breaks down. Instead of just throwing it away, he sits back, sees nothing downfield, decides to be able to pick up the first down by himself. Impressive run to pick up the first and keep this drive moving.
It's incomplete. He was hit as he threw. Good pass rush there on first down.
He gets away with one here. He threw that ball into double coverage. Now, don't get me wrong. There was a lot of pressure. He does a nice job of hanging in there. But, man, he got to be careful where you're throwing this football.
2nd and 10 here. Quarterback drops back. Going to try to use his legs here. The sophomore calls his own number and keeps this drive moving. So the offense calls a timeout here. That's their first of the half.
These are the kind of plays that keep defensive coordinators up at night. You spend so much time putting your plan together to stop the pass, and then nobody accounts for the quarterback on a run.
Running back has it on a screen now. They never had a chance tackled in the backfield. And a quick timeout call by the offense after the play. The offense comes back out there. Not much time left. Perhaps just time for a couple plays before the half. Looking to pass here on 2nd down. Catch made on the out route.
Man, isn't it fun to watch running backs who can add that dimension to the passing game? They're so dangerous because once they catch the football, they're operating in much more open space than they would be if they're just getting a handoff. And it really tests the linebacker's ability to cover out the space.
Crucial 3rd down play right here. Can he make it to the marker? So a timeout is called. Just a few seconds left here in the first half. So on 1st down, the field goal unit will come out there trying to get 3 points before the half. And that one's straight down the middle. And with that, they retake the lead.
Oh, Chris, it's a nice kick here to polish off that drive with at least 3 points up on the board.
I believe they're lining up to attempt an onside kick. And the receiving team has recovered. Looks like the hands team did its job.
All I can think of is maybe they saw something in the first quarter that made them think that an onside kick would work here. But they came up a bit short. Now we'll see if their defense can hold them and limit the damage.
This time enough for one more play in the half. That play moved a little bit too early. It's a false start. And the head coach will decide to accept the penalty and take the yardage. Offense goes to the pistol formation now. From the gun, he looks for an open man. And he's going to fling it deep, going for it all here. And it's picked off in the end zone. And that is going to wrap up the first half here. Let's kick it down to Kevin Connors with our halftime update. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone. The offense will start at the 25. And the Michigan offense comes back out on the field. Here's some pre-snap movement in the backfield. Oh, the ball comes loose. And he breaks clear down the right side. It's a foot race. Touchdown, Penn State. The defense adds 6 points. And they'll set up for the PAT. kick is up and good. They tack on a point to their lead. Here's the kickoff team. Let's see if they give the returner opportunity to bring this back. He's going to try for a return from a couple of yards deep in the end zone. Tackled at the 14. Not very good field position to start here. And the Michigan offense back out on the field. They've got to get things going here. Turnovers on back-to-back possessions. Using the ground game here. Tailback has the handoff. In the clear at the 25. Moves the ball out across the 30. That's good for a first down.
You know, all week the defensive coordinator told us about the quarterback, he told us about the receivers and how they're going to throw the football. But, man, they better get locked in on stopping this run game because that was a big-time game.
The pocket breaking down. The catch is made for a huge pickup. Touchdown, Wolverines. Made the defense look slow that time. Kicking team on now for the extra point. PAT up and good. They get a little bit closer. Kickoff team is on the field to boot this one away. And here's the return from inside the 5. And the coverage team gets the returner to the ground. And the Penn State offense comes back on the field. We're trying to build this lead here. Had to settle for 3 last time out. On the toss play, runner moving left. They'll bring him down just short of the 20.
Well, much like what we saw in the first half, Chris, in this playoff game, no adjustments, go right back to giving this running back the football. He's had a monster day and continues to get positive yards.
The game makes it second and medium. Moving the receiver around pre-snap. Quarterback making some changes at the line. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. They'll tackle him right at the 25-yard line. And the Nittany Lions come to the line in the hurry out. And they pick up the first on the ground. Tackled, but only after picking up a fresh set of downs.
Boy, Chris, you cannot overstate how big of a conversion this was to be able to pick this up on the ground. Yeah, the offense still has the lead, but you can just feel the defense having all the momentum with the points they've been able to compile. And that run right there picks up a first down and can kind of settle things down a bit.
They're going to run it here. The freshman is brought down after a really solid run there.
Chris, the thing that I love about this play is the running back showing great patience and then the vision to find that hole and then accelerate through it for a nice gain.
Handoff from the shotgun. And they'll stop him after a fairly minimal pickup. Offense getting set. It's second down. Here's the snap. Quarterback drops back. It's intercepted. Tried to fire it into a tight window. Going the other way. Can they catch him? At the 10 now. Touchdown, Michigan. And the defense joins the party with a pick 6. And a pick 6. A monster play by this defense here.
That defender showed a lot of athletic ability there with the ball in his hands. I wouldn't be surprised if the head coach watching that thought about maybe giving him some reps as a returner after that touchdown.
Try to add to the lead now with the PAT. It's blocked. It's picked up by the offense. This is a live ball. The kickoff team on the field now as they get set to send this one away. He's going to return it from deep in the end zone. And he's stopped with the 18. Returner trying to make a play, but a touchback would have been a better idea. And the Nittany Lions offense retakes the field. They have got to bounce back on this possession after throwing a pick 6 last time out here. First play of the drive, they'll come out throwing. cannot escape, and down he goes.
Just outstanding combination of quickness and strength here by this Michigan defensive lineman. Makes me think of Aiden Hutchinson, who of course played here recently. Going back to guys like Rashawn Gary, Lamar Woodley, Frank Clark. Great tradition of Michigan defensive linemen on full display right now.
They bring him down, but he was fast enough to get that first down yardage.
Well, we saw a lot of this in the first half. They go right back to him again, and we can see the second half, that same trend continuing. If I'm the defensive coordinator, I'm rolling my coverage. Get a corner up in his face and put a safety back behind him. Some kind of double coverage.
And he floats this pass deep down the right side. Incomplete. They cannot connect on the deep ball.
I really feel that this quarterback is rattled. At this point, he's already been sacked a number of times. I think it's affecting his timing with his receiver.
Offense lines up for a second down play off the incompletion. Quarterback drops back from the shotgun. Looking for the wideout. He makes the grab. He'll get the first down yards before they finally bring him down. Nittany Lions will hustle to the line to run the hurry-up offense. Looking to throw it again. He's moving out of the pocket. Runner scoots out of bounds after gaining decent yards.
You know, they tried to catch this defense napping on 1st and 10 by taking a shot downfield. The defense does their job. They've got everybody covered, but I'm telling you, you better account for this quarterback because he can take off when things aren't there and use his legs, and he does that for the first down.
Defense stops him, but that's a solid gain. Second down after that run on the previous play. He'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage.
I know this defense worked very hard at halftime to come up with answers on how to try to slow down this running back after the big first half, and he's already at it again.
Change of pace now, looking to throw the football. And it's incomplete on a very quick throw.
From the snap of the ball, it looked like he knew exactly where he wanted to go with the football. But the guy just had him blanketed, and he still tried to get the ball squeezed in there. He's got to do a better job of working through his progressions to find that open man.
Off the play fake, looking to throw the football. It's a quick grab. Tackle made after a nice pickup on the play.
You know, each receiver brings something a little bit different to the table, Chris. To me, the outside receivers usually are a little bit longer, taller guys. You get those slot receivers in the inside, not only can they make the catch, but they have quickness to make plays after the catch. Great example of that right here.
They bring him down after a short gain there. Here comes a crucial second down play. Every yard tough to find down here in the red zone.
Chris, I think you got to give all the credit to the wide receiver here.
Touchdown, Nittany Lions. That puts them on top in the second half. That kind of execution on a long drive, that's why this team made it to the college football playoff.
That's exactly right. Being able to mix in the run with the pass, picking up first downs, and eventually coming up with the touchdown. That is a tough thing to do. They made it look easy.
The extra point makes it a 4-point game. Now the kickoff team is out on the field. Kick bounces out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. And the Wolverines offense is back on the field. They punched it into the end zone the last time. Let's see if this defense has made some adjustments to stop it. Football knocked loose in the backfield. Looks like the defense has it.
That is tough for the ball carrier here because not only does he take a big hit, but now you're about to get an earful from your coach on the sideline after that turnover.
The offense gets a chance to start with a short field. And the ball is handed off out of the shotgun. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2.
Maybe this stop is an indicator of what's to come for this defense. The offense, frankly, has been able to enforce their will in the first half, but maybe things are starting to change.
Second down play coming up. And he drops back in the gun. Quick throw to his receiver. He's got it right near the end zone. Tackle is made at the 4. It'll be first down and goal. The Nittany Lions will line up now. It's first and goal. They'll change the pre-snap look now. Here's the snap. Offense looking to throw the ball. Catch made in the end zone. Touchdown, Penn State.
Boy, this guy has a knack for the end zone, doesn't he? That's 2 touchdowns for this guy today, and I don't know if he's done yet.
Well, they'll try to add the lead now to the PAT. The extra point is good, and they stretch the lead a little bit more. Now they get set to kick it away. And it's fielded. Returner trying to create a big play here. Returner brought down. Sets up the next drive.
And the Michigan offense will take over. First and
10. And the Michigan offense comes back out on the field. The last possession ended in a fumble, and that set up a touchdown, so they got to bounce back from that right away. And he's looking to make a big play downfield. Oh, that one's picked off. Brought down after a short return, but the pick sets up the offense at the 39.
Well, this defense has been great the entire football game here. They knew they had a lot of pressure on them in the playoff. They stepped up and played well all game long, and now they get a critical interception here late in this game.
He's brought down out at the 46.
Great job by the offensive line here, opening up some holes and giving the running back room to run on first down. Plays like this can open up the playbook for the play caller, allow him to make that defense think, are they going to run? Maybe play action, maybe throw the ball downfield.
Same tailback, another carry. And the Nittany Lions pick up enough yardage to move the sticks.
First down, Penn State.
Here we go, first play of the quarter. The offense has a first down. On the run, it's Wade. Tackled behind the line, it's a loss of 2. The Nittany Lions will come to the line to crank up the tempo.
Boy, these obvious running situations are very tough when you're working with the lead late in the game because you know the defense is going to stack the line of scrimmage, make it as difficult.
You cannot escape the defense with a sack.
If I'm on this offensive line, man, I do not want to see the game film. This has been a tough game for the big boys. It appears almost like they've just been moonwalking the entire game, and they've been pushed all around. That's 6 sacks surrendered already in this game.
Now in third and very long, looking to throw. Catch made down the left side, an explosive play. He picks up the first down, tackled at the 37. The Nittany Lions are looking to keep this drive going. Looking to throw it on first down. Choosing to just throw the ball away that time. There's the handoff. Finding some room at the 25. Out of bounds after another big game on the ground. This running game has been unstoppable today.
You're starting to see this defense, I think, wear down now that we're in the fourth quarter. It's been a tough day for them, and the offense is taking advantage of it. A lot of positive plays. Good job at eating as much clock as they can here on this drive in the fourth quarter.
That's incomplete. Even on a first down pass attempt, he felt heavy pressure.
Well, the pass rush does a good job of chasing him out of the pocket. He's trying to buy some time looking downfield, but he better be careful being too patient. He gets hit as he throws this football, and it falls incomplete.
They trap him and sack him back at the 10. Urgency here. Got to cut in this lead. It's third down and goal. Drops back from the shotgun, looking for an open man. he gets to the end zone. Touchdown, Nittany Lions. So the offense flexing here, Kirk, and stretching their lead here in the second half.
Now that touchdown gives you a little bit more breathing room, but now it's up to your own defense to help preserve that lead so you can go back out and build onto it in the second half.
And the PAT is good.
Michigan, 48.
He'll return it from inside the 5. He'll be tackled at the 17. Strong job by the coverage team.
Michigan offense will take over first and
10. And the Michigan offense back out on the field. See if this quarterback can bounce back. The last possession, a pick on the very first play. Looking for a deep completion. It's caught on the left side for a huge gain. They bring him down, but not before an explosive play through this offense through the air. And the Wolverines will hustle to the line to run the hurry-up offense. Timeout called by the defense. They'll go to the sideline and try to adjust. That's their first timeout. First down here for this offense. There's the snap. Looking to throw the ball. Defense is coming after him. Running out of time in the pocket. He's got some room. Can he get there? Touchdown, Wolverines. This offense is still clicking. So the quarterback says, I'll do this myself. He just takes off and flashes the speed in the touchdown run.
My goodness, his creativity and speed makes it almost impossible to stop. If I'm the defensive coordinator, I start locking in on this quarterback's ability to run, because if you don't, you're going to see a lot more plays like this.
No problem with the PAT right down the middle. Getting set to kick the ball off now. He's going to bring this out a few yards deep in the end zone. He'll be tackled at the 18. That's good coverage there. Penn State offense is back out on the field. Handoff to the back. They'll keep the clock moving. They'll tackle him right at the 25-yard line.
Well, this is where you really rely on your offensive line. Late in the game, you've got the lead. You've got to run the football. They know you're going to run the football. Get behind that big offensive line, run that running back, make sure he protects the football, and you got a great chance at a victory.
Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2. No huddle here for the offense. It's third down. Quarterback in the shotgun. On the move, but can't find a receiver, and he's brought down.
Well, that's another big sack for this defense. They've come up with so many sacks. It's a great way to get back into this football game. Now, give the quarterback credit. He's played tough through that so far, but one mistake could potentially be a game-changing play.
They've already converted once on fourth down this game. Let's see if they can make it 2 for 2. And the quarterback drops back looking for an open man. He's brought down, a sack by the defense coming up big on this fourth down play.
Wow, Chris, I don't know. You got control of this game and you go for it here? A little bit confusing. Why even allow your opponent any chance of anything? Finish out the win and just punt it away.
They'll try to run it in on first and goal. Defense gets him down, but they'll take the gain on that play. The Wolverines will hustle to the line here to run the hurry-up. Makes the handoff here, looking to throw it. Makes the grab in the end zone. Touchdown, Michigan. So after the touchdown, they'll go for 2 to get within a field goal. He'll get in there for 2 points. Now the deficit, just a field goal. Kickoff team on the field getting set now. And he's going to bring this out from a couple yards deep in the end zone. Tough running there. Tackled at the 22. Good job by the coverage team. And the Penn State offense comes back on the field. Remember, last time they went for it on 4th down and got stopped, and the opponent went right down the field. And he lofts it toward the left sideline. And he's got it for a huge gain, brought down at the 30. Finally tackled out at the 19, and just like that, the offense has moved into the red zone. And the Nittany Lions looking to take advantage of this red zone trip. Handoff here from the shotgun. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2.
Chris, I think we all kind of get caught up in 3rd down. What's an offense doing on 3rd down? But I think what's also important is how well you defend 1st down. If you can hold your opponents to a short gain or a tackle for a loss, you throw the offense out of whack, and their game plan gets much more challenging to try to come up with that 1st down.
It's incomplete. He took a hit as he threw the football, and it brings up a 3rd down. Third down here. Time for perhaps one more play before the 2-minute warning. And he'll drop back here on 3rd down. And he'll loft it to the end zone. Oh, and it's batted down by the defense. Great play to deny a touchdown. Rolling the dice a bit. Up one possession and going for it on 4th down. Looking to throw for the 1st down. Fires it to the wideout. Picked off, a crucial turnover. Big takeaway, now looking for a big return. And he's wrapped up after a solid return.
Well, the defense does exactly what they needed to do here by coming up with the interception with less than 2 minutes to go. They get the ball back to their quarterback, and now they've got a chance to possibly win this game.
He'll hand it off. They tackle him. Looks like it's going to be just short of the marker, inches away. They'll crank up the tempo here on 2nd down. The time is running out. And the tailback's got it again. The Wolverines pick up enough yardage to get a fresh set of downs.
Sometimes I almost get mesmerized watching these runners who have great vision. You know, the eyes that carry their feet to the open space, making people miss. I just love watching those guys do work.
The gain is 3 yards. Brings up a 2nd down and 7. The clock is still running. They got to get set quickly. The corner's now playing a couple yards off the ball. 2nd down, we're going to throw it. Makes a quick grab. And they wrap him up after the completion just short of the 1st down marker. And a quick timeout call by the offense. Offense looking to keep the drive going here. 3rd and short now from the 44. Can he get there on the ground? They stop him at the 47, but that's enough for a 1st down. And the Wolverines looking to crank up the tempo a bit. Now someone moved just a bit too early, and it'll cost him 5 yards. Pretty easy call for the head coach. He will accept that penalty, of course. Offense comes out needing a score in this one-possession game. Quarterback sets up, looking for an open man. Looking right, this one caught. And now the defense able to bring him down. And the coach quickly calls timeout after the play, trying to hold on to as much time as possible. And the big numbers just continue to pile up for this quarterback. That's more than 400 passing yards in the game now, Kirk.
Chris, this defense has tried everything to slow him down, and nothing has worked. Whether they play zone or man, they blitz to try to put pressure. Anything to get him out of his rhythm has not been able to work because of the way this guy's been able to read coverage and get the ball out of his hands quickly, and the results have been a monster day.
And then first down, right back to the running game. And he's able to find some running room. Nice pickup. The offense will spend a timeout here. 25 seconds on the clock.
I tell you, to be able to pick up a nice gain like that, those offensive linemen have to sustain their blocks. Gave him a chance at a really nice gain.
Quarterback wants to throw it on second down. Caught quickly. He's tackled quickly, but the yardage is good enough for the first down. You've got time to take some shots to the end zone. They got to be smart already in field goal range. Makes the catch. Can he get in? Touchdown, Wolverines. They have jumped in front in the final minute. Now the try here for the extra point. PAT up and good. The lead is 4 here in the final quarter. So after the late touchdown, they'll kick it away here and hope the defense can hold on to seal this W. And from deep in the end zone, he'll bring it out. They tackle him at the 9. That's good coverage. They should have left the ball in the end zone. They've got to get points quickly here. Looking for explosive plays right now. Here comes a first down pass attempt. Time is running out. They'll take a deep shot. Incomplete with 4 seconds remaining. Time for just one more play.
Hey, really good call here by the defensive coordinator working with the lead in the fourth quarter. Get 6 defensive backs with that dime look. Cover as much ground as you can and have as much speed as you can. I think the quarterback may have been confused there and just threw the ball away.
They get him down, and that's how this game will end. Clock at 0-0. Well, that's a great performance in the pressure moment, but now the job gets even more exciting, even bigger as they go on to the national championship game and play for that trophy.
And this is a new era. I mean, think about the weeks, the amount of games that these guys have been able to play, and to be able to accomplish this, to get to the national championship, that says everything about the endurance of this football team, both mentally and physically. They get one more hurdle to see if they can become the national champs.
And that is going to wrap it up. We enjoyed this one here. From Kirk Herbstreit, I'm Chris Fowler, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.
It's now time to select your team. Do you want to build a team from the ground up or take over an established contender? Pay attention to each team's prestige rating, represented by the number of stars next to each team's name. Teams with a higher prestige will be ready to compete. And now you'll choose. Here, you'll choose to create a coach of your own or use an existing one. Now it's time to choose your coach archetype. Your starting choices are motivator, recruiter, and tactician. What is the most important thing to you? Acquiring players, maximizing player development, or putting your team in the best position to succeed? Congratulations, it's time to sign your first coaching contract. Make sure to pay attention to the expectations of the role. These are based on real-life historical records of the school. Failing to meet the university's expectations will land you on the hot seat and potentially have you looking for a new job when the coaching carousel rolls around.